percentage increases and decreases. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to identify before and after quantities. Those are the things before the increase and after the increase or the decrease. And then we're going to think about the percentage that we want. And if it's an increase, well, we add the given percentage to 100. And if it's a decrease, we subtract the given percentage from 100. Okay, so if we're asked to increase by 5%, that'll be 105% we want. And if we're asked to decrease by 5%, that'll be 95% that we want to find. And then we're going to write down a statement in words connecting the before quantity and the after quantity. And it's going to read like this. After is a percentage, that's the percentage we've just found, of before. And then we turn that statement into an equation using the decimal equivalent of the percentage. So if it's 95%, that's 0.95. We've divided by 100. And always remember that is means equals in maths, so that'll help us too. And then we simply substitute in the numbers and solve. So let's look at some questions. We have some computer RAM being sold for $37.49 plus VAT. VAT is a tax that increases the price by 20%. And so clearly we want 120%. Okay, so let's write that down. That's 120%. That's what we want. What is the cost of the RAM including VAT? Well, so the cost is equal to, or is 120% of what I'm going to call the price. Okay, because we're asked for the cost and the VAT increases the price. So we now have an equation because cost is means cost equals 120%. The decimal equivalent of that is 1.20 or just 1.2. Of is always times and of the price. There we go. So we have an equation now. And we are asked to solve that equation. So cost equals 1.2 times 37.49 and 1.2 times 37.49 is to the nearest cent 44.99. Okay, and that is in dollars, I believe. Right, let's try a slightly different question. In this one, we've got an online website that is offering a discount to repeat customers, and it's a discount of 5%. So what are we trying to find? We are trying to find 95%, because 100 minus 5 is 95. So let's write down our statement. So the repeat customers cost, so the new cost, let's call it, doesn't really matter what we say, the new cost is 95% of the original cost. I'll call it orig cost, there we go. And then we can write that as an equation, and I'm going to write it NC for speed is, that's equals, now 95%, 95 divided by 100 is 0.95, so there's my decimal equivalent, of is times the original cost. And now I can just put in the numbers. Okay, so we're trying to find the new cost, and it's 0.95 times 16.6 or 16.60. And so the new cost is, and this time it's in pounds, £15 and 77 pence, 15.77. Let's do one more because the wording is a little bit different in this one. John this time is making a rope swing, and he wants the swing to be 4.5 meters long. To allow for knots, he decides to buy 30% more rope, and 30% more is 130%, worth writing down. And so what we're doing here is we're now saying that the rope to buy, okay, so the rope is 130% of the length of the swing. And so we can say the rope equals, there's the is again, 130% is 1.3 times the length. And the length is 4.5. And 1.3 times 4.5 is 5.85. So he should buy 5.85 meters of rope. And I hope that method simplifies things for you.